Can you see the second slide?
Yes, we do.
Yeah, before going into capacity building on water quality, we need to understand the potential of water as a contaminant. It's not only the drinking water many a times, but also the water around you or the water in your backyard that can act as reservoirs of pathogens. Infectious diseases, especially water-associated diseases, are a big threat in Kerala, a coastal state in Kerala, a coastal state in India with more than 95% literacy. We have information, scientific information on the environmental drivers that lead to such unhealthy conditions. The picture here is a perfect example of that. This is the condition of a low-lying area on the banks of Vembanad Lake, which Anas had mentioned in the morning, Shubha had also mentioned. This lake, due to unscientific construction activities leading to disruptions in water flow, this lake now experiences extensive flooding, waterlogging, and inundation at times of even normal rainfall. And also, it becomes worse during conditions of heavy rainfall and floods, forcing the inhabitants to abandon their homes. And we have what we call as the climate refugees. So it's not the information that we lack, but there is a big gap to be filled to convert the information into solutions. Now, if you look at this slide, this is the result of our field sampling, in situ sampling in Vembanad Lake as well as in coastal waters of Kerala. Here we have found that total bacterial count, which includes E. coli, Vibrio cholerae, and Leptospira, it's a function of rainfall, temperature, color, dissolved organic matter, chlorophyll, and absorption by particulate matter. All these variables can be measured by satellite remote sensing. This proves the potential of Earth observation to offer better spatial scale idea about the on water quality monitoring. But what we lack is that we need data. We need more data, both clinical as well as environmental. We need big data for in situ data as well as high resolution satellite data for scaling up our investigations and come up with risk maps, early warning hotspots, etc. Now, along with scientific studies, we recognize the urgent need to build capacity. That is, skills, resources, and knowledge that a community needs to acquire to survive and adapt in a changing world. Why do we need capacity building? Just from these points listed here on water quality alone, we understand the urgency of the situation. That is, there is changes in water availability and quality. These days, it's either too much of water or too less water, both of which can lead to disasters, cascading down to displacement of communities, then all these factors. Then there is this factor or negligence that has to be addressed as a major factor for the need for capacity building. Because we always expect that those people with a low education level or low economic background are less aware and knowledgeable about the benefits of good water quality. And we say the same about developing countries and developed countries. But this picture here shows that we are wrong. This is the photo taken during one of our household surveys, backyard of an affluent house where they have dumped all the solid waste on the banks of the water body. So to address the question of who needs capacity building, I would say all. And in the case of capacity building on water quality and health, our main aim has to recognize or to make people aware of the influence of environment in causing diseases. Now let me take you through some of our capacity building strategies. The first one is a citizen science network. I'm sure Shubha has demonstrated the use of this mini Seki disk yesterday. Here, the Citizen Science Network, here we have taken a step beyond the traditional approach. That is, we have provided the people with an easy to use gadget with a mobile application to enter the data. So they have a toy to play with and we get the data without any loss. So this Secchi disk, mini and midi Secchi disk, thanks to the Bruin brothers, you have the simplest estimation of water quality, both color and clarity. We have Turbaqua app to measure, to enter the data in India, and we have another counterpart for use in EU and USA. This figure here proves the success of the Citizen Science Network. The red dots here show the readings that the scientific team took, and the yellow dots show how well the citizen scientists covered the lake. Closely linked to water quality are the sanitation aspects. We did a household questionnaire survey on sanitation, and here I am presenting two of the alarming results. We see that 17.7% of people resort to open defecation in Kerala, which is officially declared as an open defecation free state. And a close number, 19.3%, have their septic tanks flooded during monsoon. These two figures show that it's, in most cases, it's not by choice that they have to defecate in the open, but weather conditions and even normal monsoons disrupt their sewage systems, forcing them to do open defecation in the open. And based on, and from these we selected important questions, and also based on statistical modeling, we built a mobile application called Cleanse, which actually provides data on the vulnerability or information about vulnerability of your environment. And this was also launched and is being carried out at a community level, which make the people aware, more aware about the situation where they live.
We have to warn you, there are only 2 more minutes left. You need to be concise on your message.
Yeah. We have done awareness programs. Then along with that, we need to build scientific proficiency also. And Professor Trevor Platt, a visionary and our leader, he was able to foresee the advantages of building a network of scientists or specialists who are working on various aspects of the same problem. And here we have the open network for water-related diseases. And we also have Trevor Platt Science Foundation, through which we have done webinars, trainings, etc. TPSF has gone one step ahead. That is, it has recognized the potential of EO in building capacity. And we had online lectures as part of the International Symposium in August. Because usually in remote sensing based studies, the major hurdles are selection of appropriate parameters, lack of highly skilled personnel to train you, and also the need for validation exercises. Then we have also done water clinics and well mapping missions, which help the people to find out what the condition of their environment or the status or the quality of their drinking water is. The new venture in this is Mapathon, community involvement program, that is a land use mapping to support water quality and health. These capacity building activities, we have seen identified the following challenges. That is, all the training programs that we conduct should be followed by assessment of impact. To assess the impact, we have to ensure that the training programs are sustainable for a long term. For that to be there, we need long-term funding support. And also, capacity building has to be a multi-dimensional and multi-level learning process. We have found that use of technology is key. Mobile applications and geo-referenced vulnerability maps have better acceptability among people. Then, as we are touching on water quality and health, we need endorsement from health authorities to implement solutions. Otherwise, all the capacity that we build may not reach or may not end up in solutions. So, by filling the gaps, we move forward by understanding that water is everybody's business, whereas impact is felt among the most economically backward communities. We have to find out, or we have to realize that scientific networking and volunteering is essential to maintain activities beyond the level of individual projects. And I'm proud to say that we as a team have been working on the same aspect since 2018 with so many projects and building over the same subject with exploring more funding activities and continuing the research. Then active involvement of policymakers at national and international levels is needed to empower users and stakeholders. Then I need to emphasize again that we need more data for better assessment and prediction of risks, and also accurate clinical data. Capacity building activities have to be collective action for the betterment of all. And it's not only about human health, because the water body you have, you are interacting with, have other organisms as well. So it has to be dealt with from a One Health perspective, or as Shubha mentioned, not One Health. We have to go beyond that, a One Planet perspective. Thank you.